Traders at UBA expect the bearish sentiment at the Treasury bills market to linger as yields will trend further up owing to high inflation and the possibility of a rate increase at the next MPC meeting. Meanwhile, cherry picking on high-yielding instruments is expected due to the anticipated 292 billion naira coupon payment next week. Chuka Nwachukwu, head ALM and balance sheet management at UBA, joins me now for more market updates. Chuka, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Esther.
Let's start with how trading progressed today at the market across the different segments.
Okay, thank you. It's been a quiet trading week, but today really bad. There hasn't been much activity today. Two things. Today is the last day of the week, and then, of course, usually traders see today as a day of stock taking. So we haven't listened much. On the T-bill side, for example, we've seen activity, bearish sentiment on the longer end, which is the 2026, September 2026 bill especially. We've seen a bearish sentiment, and of course, it's like a mix anyway. Some early hours of this, early period of the trading was bearish, and then towards the end of trading, we saw a bit of bullish sentiment. On the bond side, bond has been quiet, though we've seen a bearish sentiment on the shorter end, 2025 and 2026. Obviously, people trying to ease out some of these bonds in anticipation of higher yield, and then, of course, what will happen at the MPC.
Right. How eager is the market, would you say, for this MPC meeting?
I think with the inflation the inflation figure around 26.72 levels, it's expected that the CBN will react. I expect that there will be a further hike in rate, probably around 50 basis points. Market watchers are keenly looking forward to this MPC meeting, and then what will happen at the end.
Now, for market liquidity, I know that that is expected to diminish a little bit on the CBN's CRR debits. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, liquidity has been quite robust for the past couple of weeks. We've seen an average of system liquidity around between 500 to 600 billion. There was like you rightly mentioned, CRR debit yesterday, which obviously reduced the number of liquidity in the market, and so this morning system liquidity is around 250 billion. This also, has impacted in the market as well, especially on the T-bill side, where most of the traders are cherry picking and then obviously trying to reinvest some of the huge liquidity they have in the system.
But how much action? Let's talk about the corporate bond market now. How much action are you seeing there?
There hasn't been much action. Really, on the bond side, there's really nothing much on the corporate side. A couple of weeks ago, there was a Sukuk auction, which printed around 15.7 levels. Obviously, Sukuk is a special bond, for special project by the federal government. So there was also oversubscribed due to high liquidity in the system at the time. But on the corporate, we've not really seen much activity on the corporate market. For corporate bond market, most of the activities have been on the FGM market. Right.
Let's move over to the FX market. It's been quite an eventful week for the FX market. We've seen the change from INE to the Nigerian Autonomous Foreign Exchange Market, and of course we saw that intraday spike to almost 1,000 naira. Talk to us about where the naira is right now.
Naira is currently trading around 790 levels. Appreciation from previous day. One of these days it came out as high as 990, but as at today it's trading around 790. It's still the same, demand and supply issue.
Right.
So we still have this huge demand, and then also supply is limited, and so we continue to hover within this range.
Well, thank you so much, Chuka, for talking to us today. We appreciate your time on the show, and have a great weekend.